Alrighty, welcome back everybody to the Tamurkhan Immersive Grand Strategy campaign, and I am not going to bother to go through what makes this campaign any different than any of the others by the other excellent YouTubers out there. I figure by the time we're on episode 35, at this point, we are probably only still picking up the regulars on the channel, and you guys already know what makes these campaigns different. So instead, I want to do something a little bitty bit different, and that is I would like to ask for your help. So it's only natural that the longer these campaigns go on, the fewer views they get, and I certainly understand that. And it sort of feels to me like this campaign has mostly run its course. Now I'm going to go ahead and continue playing it, obviously for this episode at least, and maybe a little bit beyond, but I would like to get your feedback on whether or not my time and the videos that get uploaded to this channel would be better spent on newer campaigns, as the older campaigns get to the point where they're really non-competitive. And this one, quite frankly, has felt non-competitive for a while. Really, Tamurkhan feels incredibly powerful, and we really haven't had that much of a challenge really since we had to fight Kolek pretty early in the campaign. So we steamrolled our way then through the Chaos Dwarves, through Cathay, through Archaon, through every enemy that's popped up our way. Now, we could still have a fairly significant battle going on against Grimgor, who technically is stronger than we are, but I still kind of feel like it's really not that competitive of a campaign at this point, even if we were to suffer like momentary setbacks. We're situated in such a way that I feel like it's only a matter of time before we will go ahead and win this. Now, again, I'm happy to keep playing it. I quite enjoy Nurgle in particular, and I'm enjoying this particular campaign specifically. But again, I want to be sort of, I want to say, putting out videos that is in the best interest of people. And so there's obviously lots and lots of other themes to try out, lots of other legendary lords to try out, etc., etc. I think hopefully you all understand where I'm coming from. So what I want to ask is leave a like on this video if you think I should be continuing this campaign, and by continuing, I mean continuing to upload, to do the editing and the uploads. I may, even if we don't continue it, I may finish it on my own. I probably will, in fact. But if you think that this campaign should continue to get regular uploads onto the channel, then please leave a like. If you think it would be better off to go ahead and get a new campaign going in place of it, then please leave a dislike. So I'm actually going to ask for dislikes because I think that's a really nice and easy way to draw a clear distinction between between the two different choices there. And yeah, anyway, so I think hopefully that makes sense. If you have any particular comments related to what I just mentioned, please feel free to leave those comments as well, because I am trying to provide, of course, content that people are actually interested in. And like I said before, it's only natural that over time, these campaigns do get fewer and fewer views as they go on, and less watch time as well. So having said all that, we are in the middle of a major war over here with, we're still finishing up the war with Cathay, and of course we started a brand new war with Lokir. Not by our choice. Lokir is a bit of a distraction as far as I'm concerned, but he's strong enough that we need to take him seriously and knock him down a peg or two before we go attack Grimgor. So that's sort of the situation that we're in right now. We may, and we have the question about whether or not to go to war with Clan Eshin. At this point, I'm not in any hurry to do that because, again, that's another enemy that's really more of a distraction than something that we want. So I think what we'll do is we will roll down here, and I thought I saw, yeah, right down here. So we've got Lokir has reached all the way down here. So I think it makes sense for us to drive down here. We can take Shangwu. It is a suitable climate for us. We could also take Hanyu Port, of course. These are both major cities. Oh, that's right, I forgot. We got Lokir himself over here. And of course we got Kugath. So we could do sort of a meet-up with Kugath right here. This is sort of the Russians rolling in from the east, and the U.S. and British rolling in from the west. And this is Berlin here in the middle. And this is the last gasp of the Germans, let's say. But, okay, maybe that analogy doesn't work real well. But you know what I'm saying, or at least some of you do. Okay, so anyway, we're going to steamroll our way down into Lokir's territory from the southern approach down here with Tamurkhan's army, and then also from the northern approach with these two armies up here. This one, and where's my other, and this one up here. He has to get himself built up a little bit. Actually, I think I have a third army, don't I? Somewhere over here. Where are you at? Let's see here. Yeah, oh yeah, Spurt Mildew right here. Okay, so 3 armies up here in the north. This one needs to get built up. Or we may even want to disband it, because at this point we got some money issues with all of our armies. I think maybe what we'll do here, let's go ahead and take a look. This is going to be Skaven. I think maybe, yeah, we'll just roll our way up this way. We don't really need to go in channeling stance because we're just fine in terms of Winds of Magic. I feel comfortable enough going in March stance here because, number one, I don't see an army of Lokir. Number two, this army is quite strong with all these mammoths that I think would probably be okay even if they did try to attack us while we're in March stance. All right, so that's Spurt Mildew. We've got you making your way down here. Not quite there yet. And like I said, we may even reconsider what we're going to do with this army. But for now, he can sort of sit tight, wait for these armies to get caught up. The only wrench that would get thrown into the works here with the war against Lokir in the north is if all of a sudden the Skaven decide to declare war on us, which they could. We're certainly trespassing through their territory often enough. But if they did that, then all of a sudden we'd have to pull at least one of these armies back to help defend our territories. However, our territories at least at this point have, well, not really. I was going to say they have decent garrisons, but no, they really don't, do they? Alright, well, we'll worry about the Skaven if and when they actually do something. Okay, Lokir. We kind of want to encourage Lokir to attack us. I could drive straight. I think this is what I'll do. I'm going to go in this direction. How's our Winds of Magic down here? It's blowing right there. It's weak right here. So if we get into this territory, do we care about replenishment? Not really. Do we care if he attacks us? He can move. Well, he's not going to be able to move far enough to attack us in one turn anyway, even if we go in March stance. So we're going to go in March stance all the way to here. Let's go to, say, here. Lokir, if he makes a move towards us. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, interesting. I may have just put myself in a vulnerable position here. So we got Lokir coming this direction. He can't reach us to attack. We have another army of Lokir over here, but that's okay, quite frankly, even if this one attacked us. I think we could take both of those armies, to be honest with you. Well, don't really know what all's in there, but anyway, it is certainly something to think about, but I don't think we're in too much trouble right now, so I'm content with that. The only thing is, then if both of these armies skedaddle, then I guess we'll decide which one of these two Cathayan cities to attack. We do need to be aware of them, though. And in fact, maybe it makes sense to pull... Now, what... You guys are such high level, I hate to pull you out of the army in case there is a battle coming up, but we want to try to keep eyes on them. Which maybe gives us... Oh, I didn't even realize Kugath has an army up here as well. Okay. Yeah, so you... Gruckmer Threehorn, are you... Are you a chieftain? You are a chieftain, right? Yeah, you're the most recent chieftain that I recruited. Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do with you, Gruckmer. I think I'm going to move you down this way for now. because you just happen to be the closest low-level hero to where this other army of Lokirs is, and I do want to keep an eye on that one. And so maybe what we'll do is, yeah, we'll go ahead and pull out. Gosh, all of you guys are really valuable inside the army. Still, we'll... Oh, and you've already used your full movement. Okay, well then never mind, we won't pull a hero out. Alright, so meanwhile, Vigo. Vigo, what are we going to do with you? You are just going to continue to play defense right now, that's fine. And you're replenishing, that's fine. We can kind of, I think, afford the hit for another turn on our economy. Okay, Golgast, you are sort of watching the last vestige of the Chaos Dwarves as they're overwhelmed by Grimgor. So we're not going to use you on the offense right now. We are instead going to just keep you up here. I think maybe what we'll do is we'll move you down here so that... Oh, never mind. That's far enough. That is far enough. Is this Grimgor? It is. I thought Grimgor moved over here to attack the Chaos Dwarfs. Well, that's okay. This works for me. You're in a position where you can basically just keep a little bit of visibility on Grimgor himself. That works for me. Okay, and then meanwhile we have you. You are the plague cultist. I just wanted to bring you down and put a plague on... What plague are you carrying? Crumbling orifices. Income from buildings reduction, winds of magic cost, and construction cost. It, quite frankly, is... We just need to get him used up as soon as possible. So we'll bring you down this way. We'll get you to Frozen Landing. And that way we can stop paying 300 per turn for you. Okay, we're back to here. Have we gone through all of our armies at this point? And all of our characters? I think we have. Yes, okay. So now, with the money that we have left, let's take a look here at our settlements. I should be building the economy building. But yeah, obviously it's important to get the garrison building here. And I guess we'll keep the growth for now. Okay. You are fine. You're 4 more turns away from being able to completely level up, so we could actually get rid of growth with you. Is there any reason to keep growth? It really is not providing any value to us at this point, other than these last 4 turns, and we can't afford this anytime soon, so I'm actually going to go ahead and demolish this. Okay, and you are still multiple turns away from being able to level up. I could level you up, but I don't care to. You're just not valuable enough. Okay, Nan Li, you need a garrison building. And we can level up your economy building. Oof. Except we can't really afford our upkeep now. Okay, let me scratch that for the time being. What about this? What's this going to do? This is an extra 100 per turn. And we can afford that. Okay, that works for me. And then down here... Well, at this point I shouldn't be spending any more money. What I should be doing, however... Let's take a look here at our provinces. Our best province is Bloodfire Falls. And here, Monolith of Festering is our best moneymaker. So let's think about putting a plague right here. Can we boost income? Right here. Income from all buildings. Yes, we can. Construction cost reduction, that'll be good. And then to go with it, we can do growth. Okay, all three of those are good for settlements. We're going to go ahead, give you maximum duration. Let's go ahead and increase the chance of spread as well. This is actually going to cost us now 500 infection, so we can't do this too awfully much, but we can go ahead and do it here. Okay. Hopefully then that one will spread. Saved ourselves a little bit of money there. Okay. I think then we might be ready now. What do we have here with our two devotion? We could spend it on these abilities over here, which I've never really paid a ton of attention to. We could start doing this, but this is the guy who's not even in an army yet, so that's not a high priority. And we need to level you up. So we're going to save up our devotion. And we just did our plagues. Okay, let's do our diplomacy. At this point, I don't really think we care about any of those guys. No reason to be nice to them. Let me just check one thing here. Who is at war with Lokir, and who is at war with Grimgor? I think it's only the Chaos Dwarfs. Yeah, they're the only ones at war with Grimgor. And they're both so weak that there's no point in becoming friendlier with them. And then we have Lokir, Dark Elves, right here. Lokir, okay. No real options right there either. So we're not going to worry about diplomacy. We are going to go ahead and take a save. We are going to... Okay, I just wanted to make sure that this is the only objective that we have open right now. That's fine. Let's go ahead and end our turn. Okay, so we got Kugath. What did he do here? Hello? Alrighty, so back into the game here. We may have just had our answer to the question that I asked at the beginning of the episode. We may have had that decision made for us because the game did crash. Now I'm going to go ahead and try this again. I did save it right before the end turn, so we're going to go ahead and launch this again. And it seemed to be on Kugath's turn when he launched an attack here. That is the point at which the game crashed. I think it was right here on Hanyu Port. So it was Kugath attacking Hanyu Port, if memory serves. So hopefully it won't crash again, but this does sometimes happen when you have a campaign that goes on as long as this one does through multiple patches, and the fact that we are using a few mods. Now, we are using mods that for the most part I thought would be pretty safe, but you never know. As CA releases new patches, it does often do things that are unexpected to break even simple mods. So let's try this one more time. Fingers crossed that this is working, and then we will go ahead and just click on end turn again. And let me just make sure that everything... Yeah, I don't think there's anything else to do. Okay, fingers crossed. Okay, so right away, we got Kugath marching down on Hanyu Port. And, okay, he did... Okay, at this point it didn't crash. That's a good sign. Okay, so we've made it further than we did previously. That's good. That means that there's not some sort of a corruption.
Tamurkhan, chosen of Nurgle.
Yeah, sorry guys, we're not going to accept a defensive alliance while you're busy getting your butts kicked by Grimgor. We want to go to war with Grimgor on our own terms. Okay, Lokir is not moving aggressively towards Tamurkhan. And this other lord is moving northward. Okay, well, maybe we'll still get a chance to fight one of those two armies. It'd be great to fight them separately. Looks like Clan Eshin did take a city from Cathay. For the most part, what I'm seeing of these Clan Eshin armies, they have a few good units in them, but not anything particularly scary overall. They are, after all, Skaven, and most Skaven units are pretty much rubbish. Okay, so they are... What are they doing? They're not finishing what looks to me like it would be an easy war to just wipe out the Chaos Dwarfs over there. Okay, and then we have Festus. Still not really looking too impressive, but he is still alive. I'll give him credit for that. Okay, the pyramid wakes. The end is nigh. Interesting, okay. So, in 10 turns, we're going to get our development there. Okay, so Kargan the Crazed has been gleefully slaughtering his own allies with a beaming grin on his face, brutalizing the Norskins and taking no prisoners from among the depleted tribes. In response, Mournhowl rages, demanding that this flagrant disregard for his kin be answered for. The Werekin seems on the verge of tearing the madman apart, and all the while Kargan's manic laughter has yet to cease. This is interesting. So I wondered whether we were going to continue to get any of these, because very early in the game, we had a sort of a rivalry developed between Ketsak and Mournhowl, and then it's been many, many turns since then, and I started to wonder whether that was the only one that ever was going to happen. But now we've got another one here, so we've got a rivalry here. So we've got Kargan quelled. That means we've got some growth here on tribe slaughter. Okay. +3 dominance. Or we can gain fealty with Kargan the Crazed. I think, you know, we're way more loyal to Mournhowl at this point than we are to Kargan the Crazed. And I might as well take the dominance. I'll worry about the fealty later. Okay, so Warlord Consequence. So Mournhowl has been wounded. Interesting. Okay. Even though we sided with him, he does not take lightly to being reprimanded. He calls out Mournhowl and breaks the wolf's jaw. Okay. Fine. Interesting. Okay, so army receives plague. Blisterkin up here. Well, what we... Yeah, that's fine. Okay, wounded, yeah, and we didn't get the settlement plague spreading at all. Even after I pumped all those points into increasing the chance of it spreading. Alright, well, it is what it is. Okay, so, before we do anything up here, let's go ahead and take a look again at Tamurkhan's situation right here. He is close enough to attack Lokir. Well, I don't see any reason... Oh, maybe I'm not. No, I am. I am close enough to attack. Would Lokir run away? That's the question. I'm also close enough to attack Hanyu Port. Which, what did Kugoth attack? I thought that Kugoth attacked Hanyu Port. He did, and he lost.
I serve only the dragons.
Very interesting. Kugoth. My dude. Yeah, you're weaker all of a sudden. Not enough to confederate with us, though. Okay. Yeah, since I'm here, let me go ahead and check diplomacy out. Nope. Okay. We could make peace. Okay, this is interesting now. This is interesting. How much would Lokir pay us?
The Kraken Lord comes.
27.35.
Son of the sickly winds.
Or I could just destroy him. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and attack here. If he retreats, we won't have enough movement to chase him. Either way, I'm going to make peace with him at the end of this turn because, quite frankly, he's a distraction, like I said. But I want to try to to wound Lokir first, just as punishment for declaring war on us. If he moves away, we won't take the time to chase him. And if it looks like for some reason this is a battle that we can't win, then I'll go ahead and make peace. He retreated. What a bonehead. Lokir, I'm really disappointed in you. Oh man, look how weak he is. Oh. But we can't reach him.
I have no wish for my shell to become dried meat.
Okay, well...
Nothing finer than sweat and
There's just no benefit to being at war with him. And he's probably going to run too far away for us to be able to chase down very quickly. Although I guess we could drop a plague on him to slow him down. But now, like I said, it makes more sense to go ahead and make peace with him after all. Let's go back to our previously scheduled strategy, which is, of course, we're going to go after Grimoire. Okay, so what that means is heading up. Or actually, you know what we could do? Since we're down here, we're this close. We'll go ahead and grab up these nice two cities of Cathay. Get them finished off. Okay, you can now go ahead. I don't care about this anymore, so you can go ahead and start moving back northward again. And please let us get by. Thank you. Okay. Alright, and then over here, there's no point in us continuing to press eastward unless we wanted to attack Clan Eshin. They are allied with Lokir. So if we did declare war on them, Lokir would be back at war with us. Well, like I said before, they're pretty much a distraction at this point. So, we're going to go ahead and move you guys back, and we're going to counter-march. This sometimes happens in war where you have to march and then counter-march. So we're going to go ahead and get you headed this way. Wow, you right to where that Skaven is, huh? Okay, well, we're going to get you right next to him.
Will be poxed.
Finish up our replenishment here. Okay.
Death is the root of rebirth.
And up here, Vigo, you're fine to just keep doing what you're doing. You are fine as well, unless I want to start raiding his territory. Nah, that would be probably a little bit foolish. You, let's go ahead and get you to where I don't have to pay for you anymore. That's the main thing. Okay, that saved us a lot of money. Okay, good enough. And back to you, Spurt Mildew. Wei Jin at this point, I do still need to defend you for the time being, so I'm going to leave that army there for the moment. We're going to go ahead and move you. How about... Yeah, I might as well move you over this way as well. So back through Skaven territory again. Trespass, 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 trespass. Interesting how our income just dropped again. Okay, you're fine. You're fine. For now. We need Mornhow back, but you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. And you're fine. Okay. So that's it then for our armies and heroes. We do have enough money to level you up. Stormwrack Mount, you're the one who's a bad climate. Yes, you are. Let me, before I spend any money on you, let me see if we have a better use for it. No, you're Foundry of Bones. You're fine for now. Okay, yeah, this is where in another turn we want to get our income building being built. Okay, yeah, this is where we no longer needed the growth. Is there any value in this? This is only helping out this province, and I probably won't be doing any recruiting, so we'll go with the infections here instead. And I think that's going to pretty much do it. I could at this point go ahead and do this. Might as well. Yeah, okay. I'm content with that. Let's go ahead and... Oh, I think I already checked my diplomacy out. Outpost available. Is there any reason? Nah, there's really no need. Okay, we're not going to build an outpost. Let's go ahead and just want to think about, should I at this point get rid of anything to lower the upkeep? Nah. Nah, there's nothing I desperately... There's no, like, regiments of renown that I desperately want to get rid of. I don't think. Nah. I'm content with what we've got, and we'll figure out a way to make up that money. Alright, let's go ahead now. Save the game again. Go ahead and try another intern, and again, we will cross our fingers that this works. If the campaign starts getting too unstable, that's another reason to maybe go ahead and draw it to a close. But I hate to. At this point, I feel like with peace with Lokir, we're close enough now to the big final confrontation with Grimgor, and if we wipe out Grimgor, we get ourselves at least a short campaign victory. And that's at least a cleaner spot to wrap this up. Dragonfang Mount down there. Good old Imric has taken Kugath's starting capital and is still holding on to it. Look here, yeah, why don't you go ahead and run away with your tail tucked between your legs. Clan Ashen still does not dare declare war on us. Okay, Grimgor, just for whatever reason, has just decided not to wipe out his enemy. A little bit hard to figure out, but reasons, I guess.
You stand before the great Maggot
Sorry,
Lord.
Wulfric, we are really not too interested in this, buddy. You're really not strong enough for us to ally with you. Glad I'm not Cathay right now. I bet you the people of Cathay are pretty freaked out overall. Okay, so we can get research rate plus 20% or casualty replenishment rate for all armies. I think it's pretty... Either one of them is good, but I think I'm actually going to go with the research rate because at this point our replenishing is not in any desperate situation. Okay, it's impossible to tell if it's his usual madness or a glint of fear in the eyes of Kargan the Crazed that drives him to rant and rave against the magics of Cathay. Boy, Cathay and Mornhow just kind of keep getting in the middle of trouble, don't they? Well, and quite frankly, and Kargan. Whatever it's the three Ks. All of the Ks keep having problems with each other. Whatever the case, the situation in camp must be resolved before this growing feud becomes problematic. So we can gain fealty with Kargan the Crazed. We don't need more fealty with Cathay. A Bale Fiend's Place. We get Winds of Magic and fealty with Cathay. Well, we don't need fealty with Cathay. So this time, we're going to actually side with Kargan. And nobody got hurt that time. That's not what I was expecting. Got some buildings being built. Look at all the money we're losing. We still did not have our plague spread at all. That's a problem. Okay. Well, first things first. Look at that. Oh my, interesting.
The tide of Nurgle will roll over this land.
And then a size 19 garrison on top of it. Well, I kind of feel like there's no battle too big for Tamurkhan. But one thing I do want to do, what kind of damage do these guys do? They do, looks like magic and fire. Is there anything... Well, let me just look at the garrison as well, I suppose. Okay, that's all going to be mostly physical. And a combination of melee and ranged. So if we look at Tamurkhan... First things first, this gives us missile resistance. That could be good. And melee defense. That's good. And our upkeep. That's going to be good to have on the army as well. So let's go ahead and again increase the duration. In fact, there we go. That certainly helps our money situation out quite a bit. Army infected. Can we also do... I'm thinking that we cannot. Yeah, we cannot do a cultist as well. Still just one per turn. Alright, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to march down here. We're going to lay siege. And we're not going to attack it right away because I'm going to guess that it would tell us it would be a defeat. And also, I want to give them one turn to try to attack us so that we're on defense instead of having to attack the walls. The reason for that is because in the Malekith campaign, that would even be close. Interesting. Okay, let's go ahead and continue the siege. Just like I said, we know, or I had it kind of drilled back into my head, reinforced the fact that it is way, with the mods that we're using, it's way more difficult to take on walled cities than it is in vanilla. So we're going to give him one turn to see if he comes out and attacks us. He actually has... He's actually got a plague on him, but it's only for one more turn. And the city has a plague on it as well. Okay, interesting. Alright, so Tamurkhan, you're good. Vigo, you're good. Golgast, you're good. Tribe Slaughter, you're building your defenses, that's fine. You are back to losing Public Order. Blisterkin, you're fine. Oh, no, Blisterkin, you get a level up here. Let's give you Evasion. Okay. Spurt Mildew. We can now run you... Okay, looks like this is going to be the fastest way for us to get into Grimgore's territory. I wonder if it might even make more sense to move one of them up this way. Let's do that. That way we have two armies up there. Only one of which is currently a full army. Okay, now Urkathal, you are going to continue to go this way. Which means all the way down here, okay.
This way!
I need to check and see if this ruined settlement has been taken over by Clan Eshin, or if it is still ruins. And it looks like it's still ruins. That's fine. Okay. You... I'm going to keep moving you up this way. Whatever is your fastest way to get over there. Campaign may be over before you actually get there, though. Okay, Tamurkhan, you are where you are. Okay, I think at this point we've done everything we need to with our armies and heroes. Yep. Okay. Let's take a look then at our settlements. Oops, didn't need to do that. Let's go ahead and start over here with you. Terracotta Graveyard. You are at this point... Okay. I should be paying more attention to this. You're going to rebel. I may want to bring Spurt Mildew down here to... Actually, no. Let's do this. Let's get you over there. No, you're not really strong enough to defeat a rebellion. I'll get you over there anyway, but I'm probably still going to have to move Spurt Mildew down. In addition... Okay, so back to this. Terracotta Graveyard. 3 turns away from rebellion. You're fine. You're fine. The Volary. You're fine. What do I want to do here? Nothing yet. Okay. You're fine. You're fine. Okay, I think we're pretty much okay everywhere. The Howling Citadel, you've got room to build a bit more, but I'm going to hold off for the time being because I'm actually burning through my infections pretty quickly now with all the plagues I'm creating. Okay, and then back to you, and you're doing fine public order-wise. You are losing very slowly, that's fine. Oh yeah, that's right, I wanted to build this. Boom, that's pretty important. Okay. What about this? 1,500. We're going to wait for a minute. Might as well save a little bit of reserves. Okay, now we're back to the Terracotta Graveyard. Okay, I think we're good. Diplomacy. We're only at 10. Kugath is at 25. Oop, not what I meant to do there. Quick deal. Nope. There we go. Okay. Is there any value in the defensive alliance? So, no, because we're going to be the ones to declare war on Grimgor. He wouldn't go to war with Grimgor anyway, even if he did have a defensive alliance with us. Okay. Alright. Save the game. Go ahead and do another intern here.
A fine host buddy you are.
Okay, Kugath, what do you want? For 5,000 to join the war against Emmerich. Yeah, we'll do that. I'll accept that. Emmerich is not much threat to us right now. What on earth? Is he actually going to attack Grimgor? That is crazy. Where did Grimgor go? So good old Astrogoth there. Revenge for when Grimgor beat me in a campaign as playing as Astrogoth. And then Drazoeth here. You guys are actually taking it to Grimgor. I'd never thought I'd see the day. Alright, so here we go. They did not choose to attack me. Well, too much to hope for, I suppose. Okay, and then... Yeah, Lokir doesn't really know what to do now, does he? He's not strong enough to take any of the cities from Cathay. I don't think. And he's stuck in foreign territory where he's not replenishing. Clan-eshin. Okay. Okay. Lots of attrition going on here for Clan-eshin's armies. I feel like the AI doesn't suffer attrition at the same level that players do, however. Like that, all that attrition could be crippling for us, and it don't think it is at all for the AI. Okay, the Fecondites. And the Shadowgore Warherd. Alright, so we have a little bit of time here. This battle's gonna put us over time, but that's fine. Back to at least being in the green. Money-wise, wait a minute, I want to check to see. So we still are not getting the plague spreading at all. That's very annoying. Alright, so yeah, Spurt Mildew, as I mentioned, I need to get you down here to be able to take on a rebellion. However, are you providing... You can find out right here. Characters, okay, you are not providing any public order of your own, so it will still rebel.
Demons move.
You're still at -7. Oh no, now you're at -4. Now we are getting characters. What the heck is going on? I didn't see characters when they were up there. What about, if I move you to here, what's this going to do? Now we're at 0, so we're not even losing any. And from characters, now we're getting a total of +4. Okay. Well, alright, I'm not exactly sure what to do. I can't really leave or else it will rebel, and if I stay, it's not going to rebel, which doesn't give me a chance to wipe out the army. But that's the extent of the movement for those two armies for now, anyway. You, let's get you up here. Probably wouldn't hurt for us to keep an army over here anyway, just in case Clan-eshin gets any ideas, or if Lokir, quite frankly, gets any ideas, because just because he's made peace with us doesn't mean he would not attack us again. Okay, let's, yeah, let's continue to head this way with Urkathal's army. Okay, and then now finally, Tamurkhan. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a save game here. We've got a little bit beaten up army. We've got a bunch of great moonbirds. Let's do it. This is going to obviously take a while to fight this battle, but we haven't had a battle in this campaign. You know, another option, if anybody's still watching at this point, another option could be actually that I just finish the campaign by doing auto-resolves. I kind of hate to do it, but it is an option. It is a possibility. So, taking a look here at the layout of our walled city. We'll figure out a vulnerability one way or another. I'm really curious to see what he does with all those moon birds. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to place everybody either on this side or maybe right here. And then I'm going to run all of the really fast units around to where there shouldn't be any defenders. I think this will work. I think what we do, we come in from right here. Let's go ahead and get you two right here. Okay. The rest of our melee infantry behind them. And let's get you and the War Shrine with them. This is my 4. So you two get over here as well. Okay. Now, we're going to put, like usual, Kasich and the Rot Knights on 5. Going to get you over here. Let's move you just a little bit in this direction. We're going to get Tamurkhan, the Zubor, and the Toad Dragons on 1. We'll put you here. Start deployment. You're on 2. You can be back here. And then you guys are my 6. And you are back here as well. And so what they're going to do is it's going to look to them like everybody's lined up right here. We're going to start out with you two attacking the wall. And then we're going to run all of our fast units around the walls to the other side. So let's go ahead and start battle. Boom, right there. 5s this way. 6s this way. 1s this way. Now 2, you... I guess they might actually do enough damage here to destroy our siege towers, and that would sort of be a problem. Let's get you going forward. Even if they destroy a siege tower, we still need to continue to apply some pressure over there. Okay. Let's go ahead and be more direct here. 1s, 5s, 6s. 2. Let's get you right into them. Right, in fact, can I do... I don't remember if I can do this on a wall or not. Let's find out. Apparently I can. Okay. Go ahead and do this. Okay. Now we got the moonbirds there, so that's interesting. Alright. Moonbirds are attacking down here. Let's get everybody here on Moonbirds. Okay, meanwhile... Okay, so we did lose one siege tower. The other siege tower did make it through the walls. Now up here. You guys on 1, you're here. My 5s, you guys behind them. 6s as well, okay. Alright, back to 2. You're taking some serious damage here, so we want to do a Fleshy Abundance on you. And at this point, you can probably get back out of there. You've more or less served your purpose. Over here, how are we doing on the Moonbirds? Not super well, are we? Come on, guys. Everybody on the Moonbird. In fact, you can as well. Let's get you over here on the Moonbird as well. You can hit that one right there. Okay, and then let's think about maybe a Blight Boil, maybe a Stream of Corruption. Here, let's do this. Let's go ahead and put the Curse of the Leper here on these guys. And a debuff on who? I guess we'll do it on him. How we doing here? Not really wiping out those Moonbirds quite like I expected. Okay, over here. One, up. Too slow there, Michael. Let's get that gate down. You know what, Kazik, you can go ahead and go around here, and you can hit the gate over here. Okay, back to 1. How are we looking here on this gate? Let's see if any of this helps. Probably doesn't. I'm never bothered to find out if any of that stuff helps with here's the timer, with breaking down gates, but I'm kind of assuming it does not. Okay, you are not fighting anything. I don't know why. Okay, let's go ahead and buff you. Let's go ahead and do another one of these. Pandemicium. And you're going to need another heal on yourself here. You're fighting them all by yourself. That's not ideal. Okay, let's get you guys, except for you. You're up on the wall. The rest of you guys help him out. Okay, 1. How are we doing here? Are we through that? Okay, the gate is standing open because of the stupid bug again. Oh no, it's destroyed. Okay, that's my mistake. So 6s, you guys go ahead and come in here as well. 1s, you go ahead and just charge right in. I know that they're spearmen, it doesn't matter. Wipe them out. Just wipe them all out. They won't last too long. Okay, 5s. How are we doing here? Very slowly. Alright, 5s, you know what? That was a mistake. That's my bad. I shouldn't have sent you around. Let's get you around here. 6s. Let's get you guys... Actually, you can take out those Jade Warriors. Now my 4s. Everybody who can, continue to take these guys out. Let's go ahead and get a buff off on him. Nope, didn't cast. Try this again. Buff off on him. And yeah, take him out. Let's go ahead and you can take out that one right there. That one's hovering. Okay, 5s. 6s. Okay, we got... I tell you what, some of you, actually all of you, can go charging into him. 1. Yeah, you guys go ahead and come around. Come up this way. And you can hit... You can hit him. you two, the toad dragons, I want the toad dragons to take that spot right there. Okay. You down here, how are we doing? We're getting kind of blasted over here. Let's get some of you up there. Okay, I think I may have... Yeah, I lost one of my units of Chosen. That's going to happen. That's going to happen in a walled city battle. I'm okay with it. Let's go ahead and do this. Take him out. I don't think he'll last very long against the two of you. Mr. Toad Dragon, you guys... Yeah, make sure that you're actually inside the control point there, please. Okay, we got him shattered. Okay. Stay on him here, guys. There you go. You killed him. You got him. Okay. Just ignore those Celestial Dragon Guard. That's not a good use of our time. Okay, over here. Okay, number 2. Let's get you moving over here. Let's go ahead and do a nice Blight Boil right here, maybe. Some of them got up on the wall. That's unfortunate. Follow it up by a Stream of Corruption. Okay, victory. There we go. Alright, I think we might have lost one unit of Chosen permanently, but there's no reason to keep doing this. Nope. We did not lose a unit of Chosen. He just ran away, I guess. And that's kind of what I mean about this campaign being feeling a little non-competitive because, yeah, I mean, I get that wasn't absolutely the strongest army that we just went against, but still, a size 19 garrison of a walled city, plus this army, plus all those moonbirds, still, they barely scratched us. We just feel really, really powerful at this point. And we're going to occupy it. As soon as we bask in the glory of all the loot that we got out of this. Okay. And, ooh, we could sack it for 26,000. I'm not going to. I'm going to occupy it. And we occupied it at level 4, so yeah. Good stuff. Okay. That's the trade-off. Oh, we got a Vile Seed. That's good. Enemy killed in battle, of course. Ranked up in enemy territory. Okay. Settlement receives plague. Faction destroyed the western provinces. Oh. What happened over here? Did Lokir wipe that one out? Or did the Skaven took it? Clan Eshin took it. Interesting. Okay. Alright, well anyway, we're going to go ahead and leave it there. That's, I think, a good place to wrap up this particular episode, if not the entire campaign. So again, please go ahead and vote on whether or not you think that this campaign is still worth the time, or if it would be better served if I put a some type of a different campaign up in its place. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.